Hi friends, hope you all are doing great and managing well with your VKH. I know that most of my subscribers are either a VKH patient or a relative of a VKH patient. Thanks for all your questions, and above all, thanks for considering me as your friend. Happy to answer all your questions. I'm grateful that I could be of any help to those people who are suffering or finding difficulty with VKH. Friends, today I want to talk about fever and VKH. But before that, I would like to express my hearty condolence to those people who has lost their life because of COVID-19. Of course, it's a very difficult time which all of us are going through. I'm from India, and India is also going through a lot of hardships at this moment. But I must say that the government is managing it so well. If you see, the mortality rate is still less than 100 for a very populous country like India. The country is currently under lockdown. Travels are completely not allowed. There is police in the street. If I go outside my home, probably I might get hit, um, because there are strict laws and strict lot of restrictions in place to control this pandemic. So I must thank all the policemen and all the medical staff who is working day and night to prevent each and every citizen from this COVID-19. Thank you all. So coming back to our subject, fever, friends, I took this topic because this last December I had fever, and I was suspecting that I am getting a recurrence of my VKH. But thankfully, it did not end up in having a recurrence of VKH. It was starting of, it was just a fever. It ended up as a fever. It did not progress as a VKH. So I was able to control it because I learned from my past experiences. The only thing I could recollect was in 2011, also back in 2013 when I got the second attempt, and the second recurrence, and also in 2016 when I got the third recurrence. If I look at all the three VKH attack which I had, all the times the first symptom was fever. A very high fever without any kind of a sneezing or or any kind of a nose congestion. I'll not have any of those symptoms, but I will have a very high fever without any reason. So this time also it was the same thing. I got a fever, which started from like 99 Fahrenheit to 100, 102, then it ended up in 105 Fahrenheit. If I convert that into degrees Celsius, roughly 40.6 degrees Celsius. As you all know, that much of temperature is very difficult for a human body to bear that. So I took immediate emergency medical attention, and the only thing which I had in my mind was somehow bring a control to my fever so that it will not end up in VKH. Since I have this tendency, or this autoimmune disease of VKH, I should be very aware that I should control any kind of fever I am getting into. So sharing a couple of experience on fever. The very first time when I got fever, when I got VKH, it started with a fever, and the second time as well, it started with a very high fever. And at the time, I did not pay much attention because I was not this aware at that time. And the third time also, when the VKH happened, it also started with the fever. But let me tell you, guys, even though VKH has occurred a couple of times in my life, um, with God's grace, and also somehow also with the doctor's help, I was able to well manage it, and I am leading a very normal life now. So be mindful, be aware that a fever without any kind of sneezing, or cough, And if you're prone to VKH, then your first your attempt should be to bring down your fever at any cost. Okay, if you are not treating that, then the other things can the other things inside your body can lead to VKH. So this is the message I want to share with all of you guys. And I will share one trick to you, which is a yoga tip. How do I manage? This is a very simple exercise which you can do even when you are at the home quarantine time. You can do this. So what you can do is take your thumb, close your ears and close your eyes. Say take a deep breath. Say So this is a very relaxing exercise for VKH. I've been practicing this from quite some years, and this is really helpful. You can do this. Close your close your ears like this completely, and then your eyes like this, and say, okay. You can do this for 5 to 10 times when you are peacefully inside your room without any disturbance. Try this, you will feel the difference. Thank you all for your time. Okay, you can write to me to my email address, which I will also post in my description, which is anjumg06@gmail.com. I will definitely answer to your questions. Thank you so much. Bye. Stay safe. Stay at your home and stay safe.